All right, so we just came back from the Cooperage's NA day. I've got Emma here being my little co-hosty for this episode, and
Your plus one,
my
yeah.
plus one. So, as mentioned in the first episode of season 3, we're switching it up and we're going to have fun co hosts for each episode. And Emma is the first one of the season.
It was my idea, so.
It was. Good idea. She needs that.
Yes.
That back.
Thank you.
So, yeah, we just came from the Cooperage's annual NA festival and it was fun.
Yeah. They had, I want to say 15 vendors. It was a mixture of NA beer and then like spirits.
Mm-hmm.
So they had Lakefront. They had
Blue Moon.
Yeah, they had things that people would know. They also had some good Milwaukee-based stuff. They also had THC drinks, which I think are possibly hitting us as we're speaking.
Maybe.
But really, really great event. Like every single thing we tried, we both were like, "Oh my god!" Like I would never know this didn't have alcohol in it. There were some that maybe weren't our favorite, but out of everything, I think we didn't like 2 things.
Yeah, which isn't too bad. I definitely made sure not to try a few of the beer options, just knowing I'm not gonna like that because I don't normally drink that. However, there was a good variety. There was a lot of energy drinks too that I've never heard of before. Tried a few. I really liked the mango from View. That was good. That was next to the Blue Moon, so it must be a similar
vibe or something.
Company ownership.
I mean, she says she doesn't like beer, but she tried the grapefruit beer.
Oh, yes.
From this company, and it literally tastes exactly like a grapefruit radler, if you guys know what that is. It's so refreshing, so amazing.
This company.
We both were like, oh my god, this was so good.
So now, after Dry January, I guess I have to try the
real one.
The real one.
I told you I was like, it tastes exactly the same. And that's what a lot of the beers tasted like today. You would never be able to tell it wasn't alcoholic.
Yeah, and I would say it was a pretty good deal. I mean, it was $20 to get in advance. You walked in.
Yeah, we got cups.
Got a cup. So there was a choice. It's kind of funny though because it's like good people drink good beer, which I thought was a little ironic.
She's like, I don't drink beer.
Well, and also it's the NA event.
Yeah.
But they also had some plastic cups of choice that were reusable. And then a lot of the vendors though had
little giveaway
ones, or they had giveaways. Like this was actually, we were shocked.
Yeah, we were like this. We heard someone say that you giving that away because we both walked up and were like, "Oh, those are cool cups." Yeah. I wonder if they're for sale. And then we heard someone say, "Oh, are you giving those out for free?" And they said, "Oh yeah, we are." And we both were like, "Yoink!"
Yeah,
we both really wanted one.
And for those that are just listening, it's I would say is it a champagne? No, well, it's for beer, so it's like a beer flute.
Yeah, I don't know what you would call it.
Like a glass
it's
beer
really
flute.
Cool.
It's really pretty with like a gold rim and whatnot. So, and then they had koozies and stickers and all sorts. Plus, you could also purchase a lot of the product on site.
And the bar was making drinks with the mocktail items, which is fun because you're just getting a little taste of it, but to then have it in a cocktail, you're like, wow, this is really good.
Yeah, and some of the vendors were letting you try everything, where others were
gave you one sample of their flavor. But yeah, the first THC guy was just like, here you go. We drink all of them and more.
Yeah. So, and that was really only my first time having it. Yeah. So this is a first. This is a first. So, really liked. I'd say the favorite was the cranberry old fashioned from Kind Oasis.
Yeah,
the flavor it
wasn't too sweet. A lot of those were kind of sweet, but that one actually tasted like an old fashioned. It was like a malt beverage. It wasn't it's supposed to be. So it's just the flavor of that. I really liked the first one we had from
that too.
Was that Lakefront or no? That was I don't know. It's a place that it's the first NA spirit Milwaukee.
I'll put it in the show notes.
Made, yeah. But the one I had tasted exactly like it was made with vodka, and it was I don't know, it was really good. And yours tasted exactly like a G&T. So those were good. But I think out of the beer, the grapefruit radler one was the best.
And then, are you actually doing Dry January this year?
Yeah.
Because you normally do.
Yeah, we years ago when David and I met, he tried not making me do it, but he asked if I wanted to do it, and I was just like, oh, no, I don't want to not drink. I don't want to deny myself of that which sounds like silly, but then like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, we both did it, and I was like, it's actually really easy to not drink. Like, I think when I was younger, I would have been like, oh my God, I can never do it. I don't really drink. We don't drink during the week a lot unless like we go out for dinner or something. But it actually is pretty easy to not drink. So yeah.
Yeah, and this would be my second year. So
you did it last year.
Yeah. Actually, because of the podcast.
Okay.
So, and again, I'm a social drinker, so unless I'm
like I don't go
going to an event or something,
and, like drink by myself. Like I don't, which is fine if you do, but I don't.
Yes.
I'm not like we don't drink during the week. Really, we don't like pour a glass of wine ever. Like we've got so much alcohol in our apartment, and we don't drink it. But like, as you get older, it's just like the effects on you can be like, it takes days to get over it for me sometimes if I'm really hungover and I just don't want. I like alcohol. I like a buzz. I think it's fun. But I think events like this show you that you can have that same flavor and that same kind, or that, because people are social drinkers, it's sometimes hard for people to like not drink. So this could be a good option of, like, I think all restaurants should have, which I think a lot of them do now.
Yeah.
They should have all NA cocktails on the menu too. So you can still order something and feel like you're part of the culture.
Absolutely. Yeah, for whatever reason it is that you aren't drinking, and even for those that aren't even 21 yet, they can still feel a part of it, kind of thing. So, but yeah, and the next thing for Dry January is trying Curious Elixirs out, which you got to try at last year's Dry January party that we did for the murder mystery, but they're sending out a case again, and I'm going to do a little bit more formal tasting with them and describe the flavor profiles and things, and see, if the adaptogens kind of fit in, kick in and stuff, while kind of running through that. So, but anything else to add about the event?
No, it was a really cool venue. They had a stage, and a bar in the back. You couldn't fit really more than 15 vendors in that space because it is pretty small, but it still felt there was a good flow, great location. Yeah, it was busy, but we got through it. It was it was forever. Yeah, overwhelming. It took us like an hour to get through everything.
Yeah, which isn't too bad. Yeah, I feel like that's a good frame for that type of event. So now we're gonna grab a bite to eat, right?
We are.
Yeah. So I think until next time. All right. Bye.